Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including new retrofits, first Model Y production spotted at Giga Berlin, Tesla's Cybertruck pricing, the Plaid Model S coming to China next year, the latest for full self-driving, and more, so let's get into it, and a special thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. First up today, as was reported in the last few weeks, Tesla delivered a number of cars with missing USB ports and wireless chargers. This was the first time we've seen Tesla truly leave out a port or feature on their cars that they deliver, especially without notifying customers. Customers took delivery, noticed the empty ports, and found out after the fact that they would need a retrofit since Tesla didn't have those parts available. Parts shortages are happening to all companies, but this definitely showcased Tesla's less than ideal communication when it comes to vehicle deliveries. In any case, what many assumed would happen is happening, and Tesla is already retrofitting those cars. A Twitter user got their vehicle delivered without ports and was luckily able to get his retrofit done very quickly through Tesla mobile service. We'll likely be seeing these retrofits occur much more frequently, and it isn't clear how many vehicles Tesla delivered without ports, or if this is still an issue for cars they are delivering. The good news is that Tesla is ultimately getting the car back to normal and not dropping features like other brands are having to do, but again, they need to be much more proactive notifying customers of this issue before delivery. Next up, Tesla is continuing their expansion of their ever-growing supercharger network, and they have officially crossed a new milestone, having supercharger stations in all 50 of the United States. The most recent addition, a supercharger in Alaska, is what has helped them cross this new milestone. It's a small charger of 4 stalls, but a good start for the state of Alaska, which had no Tesla chargers until now. This happened at the same time that Tesla has now crossed 30,000 chargers deployed worldwide. These are chargers at over 3,100 locations around the world, and that most recent update means that they have now deployed about 5,000 new charging stalls in around 6 months. This is great expansion to see, and is something that Tesla will need to keep up if they continue selling cars at the rates that they are. Vehicle sales don't seem to be slowing anytime soon, so this expansion, coupled with the ultimate opening of the supercharger network to all EVs, could mean that we see Tesla chargers becoming much more common around the most popular EV areas. Next up, something we saw last week for the first time that many owners have experienced was an outage of Tesla mobile app vehicle functionality. Headlines twisted this to sound worse than it was, but it was still a major service outage that cut off access to cars remotely. If you used your phone as a Bluetooth key, that feature was unaffected, but connecting to your car for features over LTE or checking its location was offline for a number of hours last week. For me, I was trying to remotely unlock my car when I saw the same error that many people saw, a 500 server error. The outage reportedly came as Tesla pushed a new version of the mobile app, and Elon said, quote, "should be coming back online now. Looks like we may have accidentally increased verbosity of network traffic. Apologies, we will take measures to ensure this doesn't happen again." Ultimately, this outage wasn't a big deal, but it does show how some major functionalities of Tesla's, their remote connection features, are reliant on connectivity, and an outage is a possibility. Ultimately, though, this didn't affect connection to your car locally, which is the most important thing. If that was affected, it would be a much bigger issue we'd hear about for a long time to come. Next up today, we have a new update about Cybertruck Reservations. Even as that truck continues to see delays for what could be longer than many expect, demand for it keeps growing. Reservations for the Ford F-150 Lightning are growing and approaching 200,000 units according to recent reports, but the Cybertruck is up to 1,270,000 reservations at this point and continues to grow. Tesla recently changed the order process of the Cybertruck, eliminating the option to choose a configuration. Previously, you could choose between single motor, dual motor, and tri-motor, but now all you can do is put down your $100 to reserve a spot. It's a fully refundable order fee, and Tesla says, quote, "you will be able to complete your configuration as production nears in 2022. According to the reservation tracker, the majority of orders are for dual motor and tri-motor versions of the Cybertruck, since those included updated range and performance specs as announced in 2019. Based on that old pricing, that would mean that the average price of the Cybertruck on sale would be around $58,000, and as calculated by Electrek, would put the value of these Cybertruck reservations at over $80 billion. Now, there are some things to keep in mind here. For one, that $100 refundable order fee means that quite a number of people could have just ordered for fun or to get in line and decide later. This means that a significant number of these orders could drop off by the time the truck comes out. Additionally, when it comes out and people see how wild it actually is and true to the original design as announced, some may not be as keen to order it and may opt for a Rivian or Ford F-150 Lightning instead. Still though, the other aspect is that these Cybertrucks will likely be worth more than $80 billion, since the Cybertruck is very unlikely to ship at its original price at this point. Tesla removing the options for configurations and any mention of pricing is the first indicator of this, but the second indicator is the fact that certain models of their cars have raised over $10,000 in the past year. The Model Y is up exactly $10,000, and now the standard range cheapest Model 3 starts at $45,000. This is $5,000 more than what the Cybertruck was announced to cost. Supply shortages, demand, and raised prices across the industry are happening, so the Cybertruck is extremely likely to launch with a higher price tag. Again, this could mean more cancellations, but based on the demand Tesla is seeing at their currently high prices, it seems that Cybertruck reservations could hold up pretty well even with a higher price tag. That could mean that by the time it launches, those Cybertruck reservations could be worth well over $80 billion and huge for Tesla as a whole. They just need to find the supply and catch up to battery cell production to be able to meet demand. Rivian managed to launch the first electric truck with the R1T, but their volume is extremely low. Similarly, Ford appears to be next in line to launch their electric truck, but they still plan to increase EV production to 600,000 vehicles by 2023. Ultimately, the real question will be which electric truck can reach the mass market first. Rivian was first, but if Tesla can scale the Cybertruck using the experience they have scaling their most recent EVs, they could beat both Rivian and Ford to the punch, making it more than just a compelling EV truck option, but the one that is actually available. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. They make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable, which is why they're America's #1 meal kit. With 50 different menu and market items to choose from each week, HelloFresh provides variety with weekly deliveries that help you cut back on meal prep and cleanup. They also offer a wide variety of quick and easy recipes when you need to eat quick. With pre-portioned ingredients, HelloFresh allows you to prep less and waste less food. Additionally, their packaging is almost entirely made from recyclable or recycled content. Compared to grocery shopping, HelloFresh cuts down your food waste by 25%, and they offer specifically delicious recipes. They have more 5-star reviews than any other meal kit, so each week you'll be sure to get something delicious. I've personally had a great experience with HelloFresh. In addition to everything I already mentioned, HelloFresh has helped me learn how to cook better and taught me great techniques to use with future meals. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the coupon code RyanShaw14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. Again, that's HelloFresh.com and code RyanShaw14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. Regarding the Tesla Semi, the latest info has been that Pepsi will still be receiving their initial order of Tesla Semis this year. This will be the first deliveries of the Tesla Semi, and it will be in low quantities, not signaling the true scaling of this anytime soon due to supply shortages. In response to recent headlines about these deliveries, Elon Musk said, quote, "Please don't read too much into this. As mentioned publicly, Tesla is constrained by chip supply short-term and cell supply long-term, not possible to produce additional vehicles in volume until both constraints are addressed." So while we aren't getting excited for mass production of the Semi yet, it will be exciting to see it operational, and Pepsi is going all in with the Semi. According to recent documents, PepsiCo has received the permit to install a Tesla Semi megacharger at their Modesto, California facility. Megachargers are what Tesla plans to use for the Semi to charge up its massive battery pack in a short amount of time, and recently, first photos of a megacharger deployed at Giga, Nevada were posted online. Charge times aren't clear on this yet, but the ultimate goal is that refueling shouldn't add too much time to a normal truck route of the kind that Pepsi plans to use these trucks for. If Tesla truly plans to deliver these trucks this year, it means that they will only have around 5 weeks to get them to Pepsi. It seems that they are working alongside them as Pepsi tries to make this particular location emissions-free, and Tesla gets their first opportunity to test the Semi in the real world. Next up today, some big news coming from both of Tesla's factories. As we know, Tesla is currently building a factory in Berlin and another in Texas. Each will begin with the Model Y production line to help that car scale even further as they expect it to be their most popular model. Ultimately, at Giga, Texas, Tesla plans to build the Model Y first, but then bring the Cybertruck to production among their other vehicles. It's expected to become their main factory in the next few years, especially as they have moved their main headquarters there. At Giga, Texas, Tesla has filed for approval of the first phase with the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. These include filings for each of the main 5 parts of the Model Y production at this new factory, and each filing includes a completion date of December 31st, just squeezing it in by the end of the year, but still aiming for Tesla's goal to start production by the end of the year. This also unveiled the budget for each section of the production, showing body in white at $182 million, general assembly at $493 million, paint at $126 million, casting at $109 million, and stamping at $150 $50 million. That adds up to over $1 billion in cost for this factory to get underway. That sounds like a lot, but it is only the first phase of what should be a gigantic factory building over 500,000 Model Ys per year, then making the Cybertruck, Model 3, and Tesla Semi in the next few years. Things have been a bit delayed, and the main question still remains whether or not Tesla plans to start initial production of the Model Y out of Texas with their new 4680 battery cells and structural battery pack, or whether those packs are on hold for the time being. At the same time, over at Giga Berlin, Tesla held a fair around a month ago showcasing Model Y production. This gave a great tour of everything that they are doing there and showed great progress, but didn't signal the start of production. Recent reports are saying that some Tesla employees in Berlin are looking to organize a union of sorts, and we'll surely see updates with that in the coming weeks, as Tesla has been typically against unions. At the same time though, we've officially seen our first test photos of Model Ys built in Berlin. 3 different Model Ys in 3 different colors were spotted exiting the production floor at Giga Berlin, and all 3 were tested on the test track. These were in 3 different colors and signal that they were produced there because of their use on the test track, which is not typical of calibration units shipped in. Additionally, some photos were posted of a brand new Model Y in the Berlin parking lot. There was one covered with 20-inch wheels, but the other one is in black and features the altered rear plate shape for European plates. Government approvals are at play here and could be a factor in delays we may see. However, recent reports are still showing Giga Berlin on track for a December opening, just like Giga Texas at this point. In any case, it's exciting to see the Model Y production lines at both factories close to production, and this will significantly ramp up Model Y production and availability over the next couple of years. Next up today, a few app updates have come out. For a while now, Tesla has updated their iOS app, but left Android users out to dry with new features. Now Tesla has began pushing out a new version of the app for Android, including the new Sentry Mode live camera streaming. This is a feature that has been out for some users on iOS for around a month now, although I'm still waiting for my update with this feature to arrive. Reportedly, this update is for the US only at this point and requires Tesla version 2021.40.5 to utilize all of the features, but we should see it arrive in other countries in the following weeks and months. Around the same time as Tesla is bringing out this update, it appears that they are pushing out in-car subscription. For Tesla's premium connectivity package as well as the FSD subscription, you could subscribe to these services through the Tesla app. Overall, this works well, but it appears that Tesla is in the process of adding these features in-car. In this photo, posted by @GreenlyOnly, we can see the new Upgrades tab added underneath software and the new Swipe to Subscribe button added. Some aren't going to like this, but overall, as long as Tesla doesn't bother you with a pop-up to subscribe to this package and it remains under the Upgrades tab, I think it's a great, easy implementation that will make it easier for customers to understand what features they can get in this car. Ultimately, this could bring more than subscriptions and would see acceleration boost where applicable, the FSD package for those who don't have it, and rear heated seat upgrades for the Standard Range Plus Model 3. Next up today, Tesla is pushing out the latest version of their full self-driving beta, 10.5. Reportedly, this release went out to employees first and has been arriving to beta testers with a wide range of improvements and one caveat. Some improvements include things like improved static world predictions, improved cone and sign detections, improved cut-in detection network by 5.5% to help reduce false slowdowns, improved logic to stay on route, and much more. What's clear in these release notes is that even though the beta isn't proving quite as good as many were hoping, Tesla is actively working on it in very, very specific ways. It's great for beta testers to get a list of all of these improvements as well, so that they can specifically test them out. Regarding that caveat I mentioned, Tesla has now added some new terms that you must accept when enabling the FSD beta. Quote, "By enabling FSD beta, I consent to Tesla's collection of VIN-associated image data from the vehicle's external cameras and cabin camera in the occurrence of a serious safety risk or a safety event like a collision." This is in response to claims of the first FSD beta accident, which was reported to NHTSA. The circumstances described seemed a bit odd, but of course Tesla's collected camera data wasn't tied to the driver, and now it will be. In response to the post about this, saying that you can no longer do something stupid and try to blame Tesla, Elon Musk said, quote, "Exactly, sigh." So now if an FSD beta accident occurs, Tesla will have permission, if you accepted to be part of this beta, to collect the internal and external camera data to prove what truly happened and if FSD was at fault for the accident or not. Going forward, they will be greatly expanding the beta with many eager customers, but also many who will want to misuse this technology, so this does make sense. Last up today, the Plaid Model S has been shipping in higher numbers, and when asked when it will be coming to China, Elon Musk tweeted to say, quote, "Probably around March." Keep in mind that this is an Elon time prediction with the word probably attached to it, so we shouldn't get our hopes up too high, but it does show what their intention is and how they hope to expand production and deliveries next year. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to see a complete guide for holiday Tesla accessory purchases, you can check out that video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.